Okay. So we have one. Looks like he's beyond help.
This first responding officer doesn't yet realize that employees are lying shot in and out of the O'Reilly Auto Parts store. What police don't know yet is that this wasn't just a fight that went too far. The man who pulled the trigger is already claiming he was the victim, and his very own father was standing right there when it all happened.
Okay.
He was working. And we seen him fighting, so we turned around and that's when we heard the pop off that way. He picked up the other gentleman.
I just tried pushing him away, and he just came like running at me, punching me and hitting me. And I already told him too, like, if you put your hands on me, bro, I will shoot you. And they didn't listen, dude.
First thing, I'll be out with one subject. Back to that script.
Sir, get your hands up. Stop right there.
On September 14th, 2025, at 5:12 p.m. in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office was flooded with frantic 911 calls. Witnesses reported hearing multiple gunshots erupt outside an O'Reilly Auto Parts on Sunshine West Plaza.
It's Bernalillo County 911. What is the address to an emergency?
I'm over here on Coors, but the O'Reilly is at Coors and Blake.
Do you know the address there?
No, I don't, but they're shooting guns next at people across the street at O'Reilly's.
Okay, who's doing this?
I have no idea who they are.
Can you give me a description of who we're looking for?
There's a white GMC truck, man in and blue jeans and a black t-shirt, black hat.
We were driving by and there was a fight, and then we heard 3 or 4 gunshots and a guy fell. He said it looked like a worker in a bright green shirt, and then a guy in a black shirt with black hair had a gun.
Okay, so at this time, we've got help on the way. We've got the Sheriff's Department and the paramedics.
Oh, no, it's one of the workers.
Okay, ma'am, at this time, do not get any closer. Do not touch anything.
From those initial calls, dispatchers were able to piece together that 3 to 4 gunshots had just gone off outside the O'Reilly Auto Parts on Sunshine West Plaza. Callers reported that at least one store employee had been shot, and the suspected shooter was fleeing the scene in a white pickup truck. But just moments later, another 911 call came in. This time, it was from the shooter himself. In a matter of minutes, what started as frantic witness reports was already turning into something far more complicated.
There's a guy at the AutoZone that tapped me, bro. I had to shoot him, bro. I didn't know what to do, sir. There was 2 of them attacking me, just beating me up, bro.
So
I didn't know what to do, dude.
Are you still there?
Paramedics as soon as possible.
Do you know the address?
I don't. I'm really scared for my life, sir. I'm scared for my life, sir.
Okay, where are you at? Are you in your vehicle? Are they still following you?
No, I'm at the store, but I'm scared they're going to get a gun and shoot me. So
what kind of vehicle are they in?
I'm on the phone with the cops, buddy. Don't worry, I'm waiting for them. I'm scared for my life, bro.
What is your first and last name, sir? Can you stop interacting with them and talk to me?
And as the call abruptly ends, deputies race toward what is quickly unfolding into a double homicide investigation.
There's another one?
Yeah, that guy just took off in the
Okay.
white car. He just smoked it right there.
Okay.
He took off around and tried to get the plate.
White GMC?
He was a white one, bro. I don't know. He was out here for days. Yeah, I fucking checked him.
Lincoln 11, so we have one. Looks like he's beyond help. And there's one also inside. Okay, hold on. Where's he hit? Okay, let me go get. Hey, don't record it, man. That's just not. Okay. Sorry.
The fucking guy was right there. I was trying to get in my car.
Next unit, come with your trauma kit real quick for the male inside.
And he just pulled him out. He had minutes to pull him out. And okay.
It was a white GMC, brother.
Okay. He was working.
Trauma kit. They confirmed white GMC.
It was like a white GMC.
In vehicle west on Blake. He went around the backside of Murphy's.
He probably went to the back and up the fucking hill.
He's coming in with a trauma kit. No. Let me see when he comes in. Excuse me.
We also have a possible subject wearing a red flannel overweight.
Okay, are you breathing, brother? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Give us a. Can you guys hang out all over there? We'll talk to you in a minute, bro. Okay. No.
When deputies arrive, they're not prepared for what they find. Within seconds, their focus shifts from securing the scene to trying to save lives before they can even begin searching for the shooter or figuring out exactly what happened.
Whatever other units come on scene, we need to get a crime scene going. We have the 10-7 male in the parking spot. I'm trying to clear people out. There's a lot of bystanders out.
As they wait for ambulances to arrive, the two customers who had been helping the wounded employee begin giving deputies details about what had just happened.
They were fighting over a filter, and yet something that the filter wasn't the right one, and they were saying that
they were fighting each other.
No, they were right here, like they were talking, fighting, and then they're like, "Well, if you don't want to buy it, don't buy it." And then the guy grabbed the gallons of oil. He walked out, and then they started cussing each other out. And they went outside and they started fighting. And the other worker, the one that's on the floor, he's the one that pushed the customer first. And then they started fighting, and then I just heard shots and they went out through the back.
So the younger and the older male were both customers?
Yeah.
And they were arguing with the worker?
Yeah.
Was it this guy or with him? They two go outside, he follows?
And then the other worker that's on the floor over there, he's followed them too. He pushed them first, and then somebody took out the gun. I don't know who shot. And
hey, can you try keep talking?
One of the responding deputies begins piecing together what may have happened. At this point, nothing is confirmed, but early witness accounts paint a rough picture. Two customers had come into the store over an issue with an oil filter. There had been a mix-up with the item, which quickly escalated into an argument. The confrontation moved outside. According to witnesses, one of the employees laid hands on the customer during the altercation. That's when the customer pulled out a gun and shot both employees. As the ambulance arrives, they quickly start working on the one employee who's still conscious, but he's fading in and out. They assess him fast and rush him into the ambulance. But for the other worker, there's nothing they can do. Unfortunately, he's pronounced dead at the scene.
Inside. Yeah, the inside's still talking, breathing. So it's on his back near his lung. I did a chest just in case. It's not actively bleeding, but he's going in and out. He's talking.
Grab his, do you hear anything? We're gonna grab him and go.
He's moving. Is he still conscious?
yeah.
Do either of you guys know his information? Name, date,
I
birth?
just know. His
Hey, what's
name
up,
is
man? Chris, my name's Jacob. I'm a paramedic. We're gonna be getting you to go in here shortly, man. We're just waiting for the bed. You shot that one time?
That's the only shot.
All right, man.
Hold on. Water.
We're gonna put that back in the bus too. Let's get on the bed and grab it.
Yeah, it's not actively bleeding.
You probably need a darter.
Okay.
His conscious is like almost out.
He's struggling to breathe. We need to test that. You want me to flip it around? You're gonna come head first or feet first?
Going head first.
You got enough hands?
Yeah, I got it, sir.
That's alright. They're just gonna take off. I'm gonna confirm that whatever you want, dude.
With one of the employees now on the way to the hospital, officers on scene shift from emergency response to figuring out what actually happened. Now that the area is secured and the victims have been taken to hospital, deputies begin approaching witnesses who heard the shots or saw the entire confrontation unfold.
They're checking now. Did
you see it happen?
I didn't see. I was putting my gas. I heard the shot, and I seen everybody recording it, and I
Did
ran
you
over.
guys get a suspect vehicle description?
I gave you the white one. This one was recording, huh?
Yeah, we got that.
That's his truck right
I
there.
heard it too. I
White
heard the
GMC.
phone too, and then I saw inside he shot someone too.
Okay.
There's two people dead shot.
Yeah, we're gonna get that now. Zoom in for that real quick. GMC.
Hit him right in the face, right?
The guy in the black or the guy in the black shirt?
Okay, perfect. Hold on just a second. I'll voice it just a second.
Black shirt?
I didn't see it. It was the one that was been up.
Yeah, the black shirt. Black shirt.
They have what you got it. Your face.
So, offender, one of them got in this vehicle.
Yeah, after he pulled him out from under the truck, he drove off that way. He picked up the other gentleman right there at
Sam 16. So, one of the bystanders has a plate and vehicle description. The next two units that are showing up, can you guys start ATLing Unser and Blake and pass on to PD break?
Amid the chaos, with people shouting and trying to explain what they had just seen, one witness stood out. A customer who had been pumping gas across the lot said they heard the gunshots and immediately ran toward the sound to see what had happened. From that angle, they were able to see something critical. Not just the aftermath, but the shooter moving back toward a white pickup truck. That detail would become the first real clue deputies needed to track him down. But as officers continued gathering statements, they quickly realized this wasn't a one-person situation. Witnesses began mentioning a second individual who had been there during the confrontation, raising a new question. Was this just a heated argument that turned deadly? Or were two people involved from the very start?
Did you get a good look at the driver? Or only the passenger was that way?
the driver, you can catch a little glimpse of him in the video, but I wouldn't say enough to
Hispanic,
see it.
5'8", 5'9". That's about it. 200 pounds maybe.
The other guy had a beard. Darker.
Yeah.
Heavier set. We really didn't see nothing. We were there getting killed, and we seen them fighting, so we turned around, and that's when we heard the pop.
As the situation becomes more complicated, deputies realize they're no longer looking for just one suspect, but two. Multiple witnesses describe seeing two Hispanic males involved in the confrontation, one slightly heavier than the other, and one with a beard. The descriptions aren't perfect, but they're consistent enough to confirm this wasn't a solo incident. What makes it even more confusing is how they left the scene. According to witnesses, one of the men jumped into a white pickup truck and drove off, while the other fled on foot. For a brief moment, deputies are left trying to determine whether the two separated intentionally or if one was trying to distance himself from what had just happened. As one of the officers starts cruising around looking for the white pickup truck, they instead come across a man who matches the description witnesses had just given. He's on foot, not too far from the scene, and clearly trying to get away from the area. And what happens next is something officers would least expect.
Don't you fucking move. Hey, fucking prick. You can't say shit to me. In the
Listen. Fucking shut the fuck up.
Now, imagine seeing so much more. Well, that's why we went all out and decided to create channels in every niche, which are still based on true crime for you to enjoy. I mean, who doesn't like seeing people's reactions like these?
I'll spit on you. I wanna cry. Oh my god.
Hey, Jesus. From no commentary to just interrogation, because I know some of you guys hate that. But that's not the end. We really enjoy what we are building, so we have an exclusive Patreon community where they get first-hand access to anything we post and all uncensored footage and images. And some of the things are truly horrifying.
Well, for 3, I'll be out with one subject matching that description. Sir, get your hands up! Stop right there. Stop right there. One male, red and blue plaid. We're gonna be just south of Barcelona, or just north of Barcelona. Keep your hands up. Don't move. Turn around. Turn around. Volteate.
Why are you arresting him?
He's being detained.
He has no warrants.
He's being detained, ma'am.
He's not under arrest?
Don't interfere, please.
Okay.
Okay. ¿De dónde venía?
¿Dónde?
¿De dónde venía?
De la tienda, por la casa.
Okay. ¿Tiene su ID?
No. Benjamín Chávez.
Benjamín Chávez.
Sí, tengo que llegué de México.
Estoy trabajando, Tengo trabajo. Apenas comencé a trabajar, voy a arreglar mis papeles,
¿Tiene seguro social?
No.
No, ok. ¿Has sacado ID,
No,
licencia, algo de Nuevo México?
Voy a comenzar. Como apenas comencé a trabajar, voy a comenzar a sacarlo. Si tengo mi récord limpio, nunca he tenido problemas aquí,
Ok, ¿te puedes sentar aquí?
Claro que sí.
I got his ID, I mean, coming through here, and they're like pulled out.
Right now, officers have detained the man they believe is the suspect who fled on foot. However, something doesn't quite add up. Despite everything that had just happened, he appears unusually calm. Even more confusing is the fact that officers find him casually walking alongside a woman, showing no signs of panic or urgency after a shooting that had just taken place nearby.
¿Pero por qué me arrestas a mí?
No está arrestado. No es que averiguar qué está pasando, alguien va a venir a hablar con usted, ¿ok?
Ah, ok. ¿Pero mi novia?
No, tienes que esperar.
Yeah, you can check my bag.
No, that's okay. What is your first name?
Linda, Lynda.
It's just to verify. I mean, if your ID pops up, it's going to tell me it anyways.
Well, I don't have no warrants or anything. I haven't had a DWI in about 20 years.
What is his name?
His name is Fabian.
Fabian.
Armando or Fabian.
With officers now even more confused than when they first started, they continue questioning the girl he was found with, trying to figure out exactly who he is and what role he might have played in what just happened.
His name is Fabian.
I mean, well, you keep giving me different names, so how am I
Because people
supposed
are
to?
calling him Armando, but he's not Armando.
Well, he didn't even say Armando or Fabian, so.
Why would he give you a different name? Fabian.
Now, officers are faced with a new problem. The man they've detained hasn't given them a clear identity. According to the girl he was with, he goes by the name Armando, but when deputies ask him directly, he claims his name is Fabian. The issue is, he doesn't have any identification on him to confirm or deny either name. With two different names and no ID to back up his story, officers decide to question him further and figure out exactly who they're dealing with.
¿Dónde vives?
Estaba quedando en el shelter.
¿Cuál?
Pero ya hace mucho que no, porque comencé a trabajar.
¿Dónde te estás quedando al momento?
Me estoy quedando ahí, me estaba quedando allá donde está la gasolinera aquella que está allá atrás de la estación de gas. Me estaba quedando.
So, al momento no tiene...
No, apenas estaba comencé a trabajar para agarrar el apartamento. Pero no he tenido problemas aquí con la ley ni nada, ¿no? Pero se me hace raro.
Y no has sacado ningún tipo de ID de aquí.
No, oiga, quiero comenzar a hacer eso.
Eventually, officers come to an unexpected realization. The man they detained isn't involved in the shooting at all. Despite matching parts of the description and fleeing when approached, he had nothing to do with what happened at the auto parts store. After confirming his identity and clearing up the confusion, deputies release him, forcing them to redirect their focus back to finding the actual suspect.
Okay, ¿se puede relajar? ¿Un poquito para acá? Ok. ¿Se puede sentar?
Sí, claro.
So, lo que ocurrió es, había alguna situación que ocurrió allá. Dos personas andaban allí y habían balazos. Si hay alguien que... Hay dos personas que se han muerto. Lo que ocurrió es que nos avisaron que la persona salió con una camisa como igual de usted. Nos dijeron dos colores, rojo, gris, más o menos. Usted venía de esa dirección. Es lo único que ocurrió. Obviamente con algo tan grave queremos asegurar que usted no fue el que estuvo involucrado. Por eso es lo que hicimos, por eso salí con usted, ¿ok? Ok, ¿tiene alguna pregunta para mí? Ok, está bien para irse. Ay, disculpe, que tenga mejor noche. Okay.
No, yo vengo de iglesia, soy cristiano, yo no hago eso.
No, ¿usted vio a alguien corriendo, saliendo, manejando carros de esa?
Yo siempre ando nomás cuidándole a ella.
As officers find themselves back at square one, those still at the scene start digging through store records, looking for anything that could point them in the right direction. Eventually, they're able to locate old receipts tied to the earlier transaction, and with that, they recover a name and an address believed to belong to the shooter. With this new information, deputies waste no time. Units quickly head toward the residence, hoping to locate not just the suspected gunman, but the second person witnesses said was involved.
You're gonna have to go back. Go back. This is your house? Okay. Put the car in park. 140's got contact. Put the car in park. Park the car. Step out for me.
Puede salir mi esposa para afuera.
140's got one detained in his unit. SMA, approximately 50. He's wearing a plaid shirt. Pulled right up on me.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Is this him? Okay, he pulled right up to me, said he lived here. I saw his plaid shirt, detained him. Jesus Christ.
Want to put him in the back seat?
Yeah. Come with me. Weapons?
Mande.
Guns? Knives?
Nada. Sí, no. Mande.
¿Cuántas personas en la casa?
No, mi esposa y los niños.
¿Dos?
3 niños y mi esposa.
¿Tres niños y esposa? ¿Cómo se llama tu esposa?
Black Ford F-150.
¡Ramona!
Do you speak English?
¿Quién? Ramona habla inglés.
¿Inglés? Ramona's the sheriff's office!
What officers believed could turn into a tense standoff ends up unfolding very differently. Instead of barricading inside the home, the exact man witnesses described as running on foot suddenly pulls up to the scene himself. He matches the description almost perfectly. The hat, the blue-gray shirt, the jeans, the same clothing witnesses had reported seeing just minutes after the shooting. But even with him now in front of them, the situation is far from resolved. He matches the description of the person who fled on foot, yet the shooter was last seen leaving in a white pickup truck. And now, this man is arriving in a vehicle. That leaves deputies with a bigger question. If he's here, then who's inside the house? And more importantly, is the actual shooter still in there?
Hi, ma'am. Just come right over here to me. Hi, guys. You guys having a good day? Good.
I didn't hear you guys. I'm sorry.
No worries at all. You got games on that? Do you have games? What games do you play? All the games? That's so cool. I wish I had one of those.
With no one else found inside the house, officers shift their focus back to the man who had just arrived. Since there's no immediate threat inside the residence and no sign of the white pickup truck on the property, deputies decide the next step is clear. They detain him and transport him back to the station. However, just when officers thought the lead had gone cold, something unexpected happens on the way back to the station. As they're driving through the area, they spot a vehicle that immediately catches their attention.
Face away from me! Walk back to the sound of my voice now. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Just keep walking, man. Okay, keep walking back. Stop. Take a couple steps to your right.
357, and so show me on the 27A.
You understand?
You're good. Just stay on them. I got it.
I won't resist, sir. You don't have to grab me that hard.
Go ahead and stand up. Walk back.
Is anybody else inside your vehicle?
No.
I'll fix them here in a second.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, you can't put them straight right away.
I can't put them straight right now. Give me a second though, okay? I'll fix them. Don't worry.
And as detectives secure the suspect in the back of the patrol car, something changes. He suddenly begins complaining that he doesn't feel well. He says he's dizzy, anxious, that he can't breathe properly. What started as a routine transport now turns into something else entirely, as he appears to be playing sick right as investigators are preparing to arrest him about the shooting.
I'm feeling really nauseous, man. I'm gonna throw up, man. Can you just give me some little bit of space right here? And these are so tight, bro. Can't help me. I'm fixing it.
Give me a second. I'll fix them. I promise. All right.
Oh, dude.
Do you have your ID?
I'm so nauseous. I don't know, man. I think it's my wallet, man.
Do you understand all the rights I've read to you today?
Yes, sir.
All right. With your rights read to you in mind, would you wish to speak to me today? It's a yes or a no.
I mean, yes, I'll speak to you exactly what happened, and yeah.
You wish to speak to me today, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go ahead and step out. Let me fix your cuffs for you, okay? Okay. So what happened today?
I just went into the O'Reilly's, bro, because they gave my dad the wrong filter.
Okay.
And all the oil went everywhere, and we tried to get a refund for the oil and the filter, and they didn't want to give us the refund for the oil filter, for the oil, I mean. So I told them I'll just walk out with it, and when I'm walking out with it, they both came out with the oil. I mean, they both came out, and one of them started pushing me. Both of the workers.
Both workers?
Yes, sir. Both the workers came out, and they started pushing me, and the other worker, when he pushed me, he kind of like hit me so hard in my chest that I kind of like lost my breath.
Okay.
I kind of like sped up a little bit.
Okay.
And I just tried pushing him away. He just came like running at me, punching me and hitting me. And he tried doing, my dad tried to break him up, and they both just came like, they both were just constantly not like hitting me nonstop, man. Both of the workers there.
Okay. That's it though that happened?
Yeah, that's all that happened, man.
Right.
I just didn't feel safe with them coming at me, bro. I tried to go to my truck, and they came after me again. And like I said, I just had to get my gun to get him away from me, bro. And you know, I'm not trying to kill him, but I was trying to get him away from me, man. I already told him too, like, if you put your hands on me, bro, I will shoot you. And they didn't listen, dude. Both before anything, they didn't listen. They still.
As Ismail gets questioned in the car, it becomes clear that he isn't denying he pulled the trigger. In fact, he openly admits that he was the one who fired the shots. But from the very beginning, he starts framing himself as the victim. He repeatedly claims he was scared, that he was being attacked, and that he had no other choice but to shoot. Even while admitting what he did, he carefully builds the narrative around self-defense, trying to justify his actions before detectives can even challenge him later on. Yet right now, he pulls another card up his sleeve. Right as detectives are preparing to press him further, his focus shifts from explaining the shooting to making it about his condition. But first, the officer asks about his passenger.
Okay, who's the passenger with you?
I don't have a passenger, sir.
You don't have a passenger?
No, I never had a passenger.
You never had?
Oh, yeah, my dad. So when me and my dad were there, he was my passenger at the moment.
Yeah, so where's your dad at?
My dad's at home. I took him home because at the moment, he didn't know what to do when the guys were coming.
Where do you live at?
I don't live there.
Well, where does your dad live then?
I don't know where he's at. It's on Blake and Joe Street.
Blake and
I left and I picked my dad up down the street because he was scared. He didn't know what to do, so he ran away.
Okay.
He ran away from the situation, the two guys.
What's your dad's name?
Jesus Tena.
Do you know his birthday or no?
I don't, man.
Okay. You don't know your dad's birthday? That's wild.
I'm not close to my dad,
Oh,
man.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. You're good. Have a seat for me, okay? Let me turn the AC on. Okay?
No, I'm just so worked up, dude. I'm really freaking worked up right now.
Okay.
I really want to throw up right now. I feel really sick, sir.
All right.
I'm getting really hot, man.
I know. I just turned on the AC, so
I
give it a
want to
second.
faint, man. I just want to throw up right now. Just give me a minute, man. I'm really freaking worked up right now,
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
You're good. It's okay. I'm not worried about it, man.
My dad didn't do anything, man. My dad tried getting away from the guy, bro. My dad tried stopping the guy, bro. He didn't do nothing, man.
So, like I told you, man, I just need to ask you some simple questions, okay? A detective obviously is going to come talk to you about everything that happened, all right? This is pretty serious, okay? That's why I obviously stopped asking you certain questions. Obviously, you stated on, which will be documented in my report. From all it is I'm going to wait here with you, okay? So the detective comes, you'll go to our substation. From there, they will interview you again. All that you do is you just basically, they read you Miranda again, even though I already read it to you. That's all it is. Okay? You'll answer all their questions if you'd like to. If you choose not to, that's fine. But at the end of the day, your truck is going to stay here with my partner and me for now until that person comes and they read you your rights and you start explaining your side of the story. Okay? It's not just one-sided thing. You have to explain all the sides of every story.
Yeah, it's all every side.
It's not just a one-side thing. You have to do every single side.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's why it will take a while.
Yeah, there's cameras, man. You guys do what you gotta do, man. I didn't do nothing wrong, man.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Don't just.
Eventually, Ismail begins to realize the consequences of his actions. His demeanor starts to change. He becomes emotional, almost desperate, trying to get the officer to feel sympathy for him. But at this stage, detectives have seen this before. They've watched suspects shift from confident to vulnerable the moment reality starts setting in, and they know better than to let emotions cloud the facts.
Like I went 12 years without even seeing or knowing my dad, bro. I recently met my dad. You know, like not that long ago, like 10 years ago, dude.
Okay.
I literally met my dad like 10 years ago, bro. And
obviously, it's something different. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't have a mother either. Like, telling you, shooting to you straight. I don't know my biological mom. My biological mom is not in my life at all. She is actually deceased at a young age. So, all I have is a stepmom. So, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
yeah, my stepmom's the best, dude.
Mm-hmm. I've never met my bio mom, so I could never tell anyone.
It's just my son's birthday's on the 28th. My daughter's birthday on the 1st this month of September.
Oh, it passed already?
Yeah, it passed.
Okay.
My son's birthday's on the 28th of September.
Okay. And then what's your other ones?
My daughter's birthday is going to be she was born like 3 months ago, man.
Okay. So she's a newly born?
Yeah, she's a newly born, bro.
Okay.
She's literally the best baby, bro.
Okay.
Like every time I talk to her, bro, every time I look at her, every time I speak to her, bro, she just smiles, man.
That's great, dude.
I feel so stupid for putting myself in situations like this, man. I just didn't know what to do, man. I'm getting beat the fuck up by 2 guys, man. I'm getting attacked, man.
But
like every day, dude, I'm looking in the mirror and I don't feel like a fucking in this world, dude. I feel like everybody would be happy without me because I make the stupidest decisions ever, bro. And not just this one, because I really don't regret anything I done, man, when I'm under or trying to get away from somebody or trying to prevent somebody from hurting me, man. Like, I'm going to speak to my son again. I don't have time to fight somebody, dude. You hit me wrong and my fault hit my head. I won't go home and back to my family, dude. I won't ever speak to my family again. You know, I hate to sound selfish, bro, but I won't go up to random people and put my hands on them, dude.
No, it's good.
Whether they're homeless, whether they're, you know, doing better than me or not, man.
Okay.
Eventually, officers transport Ismail to the station. While he waits to be formally questioned, detectives speak with his father to get his version of events. According to him, the whole situation started over an oil filter exchange. He claims there was some kind of miscommunication inside the store that quickly escalated into an argument. The confrontation moved outside, and that's when things allegedly turned physical. He says Ismail was being attacked by the employees, and in that moment, his son reached for his gun and fired. However, his father insists he didn't even realize the shots had been fired by Ismail until after the employees were already down. He claims the situation unfolded so quickly that he panicked, and once he understood what had just happened, he ran from the scene because he didn't want any part of it. That part of his statement lines up with what Ismail had already told officers, that he didn't have the best relationship with his father. So if tensions were already there between them, it would make sense why his father would distance himself immediately and flee on foot after the shooting. Later that day, it was officially confirmed that both employees from O'Reilly Auto Parts have passed away as a result of the shooting. Richard Newman was shot and pronounced deceased at the scene. Jesus Valdez, the employee who was transported to the hospital, initially survived, but later succumbed to his injuries. During the investigation, and later in questioning, Ismael admitted to firing multiple shots. He stated that he shot Newman twice, and Valdez once. The autopsy would later reveal that Newman was struck in the head and in the side, while Valdez suffered a gunshot wound that punctured his lung. The official cause of death for both men was ruled fatal gunshot wounds. Even though Ismael claimed it was self-defense, he was still arrested and charged with an open count of murder following the shooting. His father was also detained and brought in for questioning. However, after being interviewed, no charges were filed against him. He was later released, as investigators determined there wasn't enough evidence to hold him in connection to the shooting.